Hello students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, I'll be continuing with the second PUC model paper 2023 released by the board. Today's video will be about the next 10-mark questions. Before going into the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time or if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends. And also click the notification button to receive information whenever I upload new videos. So without wasting time, let us get into today's video. As I have told, today's video is about the 10-mark question. That is, total 4 10-mark questions will be there. 2 already I have explained in the last video. In this video, the next 2 I will be explaining. Explain the causes and results of the First War of Indian Independence. So as an heading you can write the First War of Indian Independence 1857, and as an introduction to the sentences you can write. The revolt of 1857 has a unique place in the history of India. It is also called as the Sepoy Mutiny or the First War of Indian Independence. Then you can go to the causes. The first cause, political cause. The expansionist policy of the East India Company was an important cause. The British interfered in the internal matters of Indian states. They also followed the policy of divide and rule. The subsidiary alliance and the doctrine of lapse enraged the Indian princes. Because of all these reasons, the kings, princes, courtiers and tenants were angry with the British. Second is the administrative cause. The British introduced a new system of administration which replaced the traditional system. Many local administrators became unemployed and turned against the British. The introduction of rule of law and equality before law developed suspicion in the minds of traditional Hindus and Muslims who were influenced by the law of Dharma Shastra and Shariat. Indians were not given higher jobs in the administration, and the salaries paid to the Indian employees were far less than their English counterparts. Third is economic cause. The East India Company followed the policy of economic exploitation. They utilized the sources of wealth of India for their selfish ends. They converted India into a supplier of raw materials and a market for their finished goods. This led to unemployment of artisans and craftsmen. Indian handicrafts suffered. The land revenue policy of the British were detrimental to the farmers. Social and religious cause. The British thought that they belonged to a superior race and humiliated the Indians. They passed the Social Reform Act, which developed suspicion in the minds of Hindus and Muslims. The East India Company gave free hand for the Christian missionaries in the field of religion. The missionaries were active in schools, hospitals, prisons, and marketplaces in the spread of Christianity. They tried to convert the Indians to Christianity, and the spread of English education and culture through missionaries and convents created suspicion among Indians about the survival of their religion. Next is military cause. Indian soldiers in the British Army humiliated by their English officers. They were paid low salaries and not promoted above the rank of Subedar. According to the General Service Enlistment Act of 1856, Indian soldiers could be posted anywhere in the British Empire, and this was against their religious belief. Hindus believed that crossing the sea was a sin. And the last is immediate cause. The British introduced a new Enfield rifle. The cover of the cartridge had to be torn off with the teeth to load the cartridge into the rifle. There was a rumor that the cartridge was smeared with the fat of cow and pig. Cow was sacred to Hindus and pig was prohibited for Muslims. The Indian sepoys felt that the British were trying to spoil their religion, and the Indian soldiers refused to use the rifles, and British forced and threatened the Indian soldiers to use them. This started the revolt against the British. Now these were the causes. So first an introduction you have to write. After introduction, the causes, that is political cause, social cause, economic cause, all those military cause and immediate cause. After writing the causes, the next subheading is results. The revolt gave English the taste of Indian patriotism. It brought unity among the Hindus and Muslims because they fought together against the British. The rule of East India Company was abolished and British Crown took over the administration of India. Queen Victoria issued her famous proclamation in 1858 according to which the following promises were given to the Indians. The British government will not annex any more Indian states. The rights to the Indian kings to adopt were recognized. The British government will not interfere in the religious beliefs of Indians. That the Indians will get better opportunities in administration. The rule of the Mughals came to an end, and thus the revolt of 1857 started as a sepoy mutiny, turned as a rebellion of the princes, developed into Indian rebellion, and ended as the first war of Indian independence. It created a national awareness among the Indians. So all these are the points which you should write for the question causes and results of First War of Indian Independence. If any one of you wants a detailed explanation of this answer, it is given in the chapter wise video. There is a special playlist for chapter wise videos. You can go in that and you can see the detailed explanation. So now let us move on to the last essay question. Sir M. Vishweshwaraya is called the maker of modern Mysore. Explain. So regarding Sir M. Vishweshwaraya, he was considered as the architect and maker of modern Mysore. He was born on 15 September 1861 at Muddanahalli in Chikbalapura district. His parents were Srinivasa Shastri and Venkata Lakshmamma. He completed his primary education at Chikbalapura and he went to Bengaluru for further studies and got his BA degree from Central College. He moved to Pune for engineering studies and he served Bombay government from 1884 to 1909. He was appointed as the chief engineer of Mysore in 1909. Later, in 1912, he was appointed as the Diwan of Mysore by Nalwadi Krishnaraj Vodeyar. During his Diwanship, Mysore witnessed all-round development. Now first, administrative reforms. The number of members of Legislative Council was increased from 18 to 24. Local board and village panchayat regulation increased the number of elected members to the districts and taluk boards. Village reform committees were established for the progress of villages, and there was also a separate plan for the development of Malnad region. Now regarding industrial development, industrialize or perish was a famous slogan of Sir M. Vishweshwaraya. During his time, a number of industries started like iron works in Bhadravati, sandal oil factory in Mysore, soap factory, central industrial workshop, metal factory at Bangalore, etc. Mysore Chamber of Commerce and Industry was established at Bangalore to support trade and commerce. During his period, small-scale industries also developed. Cottage industries such as weaving, pottery, woodwork, leather goods, agarbatti industries also flourished. The Mysore Bank was founded in 1913 for the promotion of industries and commerce. Regarding his educational reforms, he believed that the progress of a country mainly depends on the education of its people. He introduced compulsory primary education and scholarships were introduced to encourage education among the socially and economically backward classes. Female education and technical education was given importance. The Engineering College at Bengaluru and Chamarajendra Technical Institute at Mysore was started. He also established an agricultural school at Hebal in Bengaluru, and the establishment of the Mysore University in 1916 was his greatest achievement. The Kannada Sahitya Parishad was established in 1915. Now other achievements, construction of the Krishnarajasagara Dam was his greatest achievement. In 1913, the Mysore-Arsikare, Bauringpete-Kolar railway lines were laid. Relief works. The First World War broke out during the Diwanship of Sir M. Vishweshwaraya. There was a severe shortage of food. He took up relief work by opening fair price shops, stopping export of food grains and also by fixing the selling prices. He resigned in 1918. He was conferred the title Sir by the British government for his efficiency and dedicated service. He continued to take active part in the developmental activities of the state even after his resignation. The Government of India conferred the Bharat Ratna Award in 1955. He was the first Kannadiga to get this award. He died in 1962. His main books were A Vision of Prosperous Mysore, Reconstructing India, Rapid Development of Industries, Planned Economy for India, and his autobiography, Memoirs of My Working Life. So all these are the points regarding Sir M. Vishweshwaraya. First you can start with an introduction regarding his early life and his education. After that, administrative reform, industrial reform, educational reform, his other achievements, all these points you can write and give a detailed explanation. So this answer also, if you want complete detailed explanation, you can go to the chapter wise video. So these were the important 10-mark question in your model paper 2023 released by the board. So I hope you have understood all the points very clearly. In case of any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. And also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So I hope to see you all soon in the coming video. Thank you for watching.